focusing on themes that relate to the community, that relate to my community, that relate to me, to friends, family, and extended community. So I'm always focused on that, thinking of just social ramifications of the work. What does it mean to the greater context of this community? I guess my beginnings in art started here in the church. I worked here for 15 years, and I was always, drawn to religious iconography and stained glass windows and, classical European religious paintings. Obviously, I can't paint for anything, so photography was the natural next medium for me. I'm always thinking of just like the positions of the body, thinking of the styling, the colors, the composition, always relating it back to painting as like a starting point, even the posing, having some sort of connection from these old masterpieces, the Renaissance, and translating that to a more contemporary style. The locations are all environmental, so they're all based on where the families live or work. So just, looking for areas that make sense, that tell the story of the neighborhood. Sometimes I don't know how many children there are. Sometimes I don't know that until I show up on set. And sometimes I never know the scale of like how big the mom is in relation to the son or sons, or if they're, again, multiple kids. So that always switches it up and makes it a little more difficult to make the compositions. So whether it be, the mom is physically holding the son, or maybe the body is like further away, or maybe there's interaction between the sons, or it's just about finding different ways to make the composition and how to tell the story. But it's all happens in the spur of the moment. Yeah, we'd only make like 3 or 4 images, like tops. Because I'm shooting at large format, it's all on, sheet film. It heightens the importance of everything. Just for the project, I think it makes sense. The project was just, was created in response to the murders of African American men due to police violence. While I'm from New York, it's bigger than a New York issue. It's a, nationwide issue, if not a global issue. So using the Pieta as the vehicle, I chose to photograph mothers and sons across the country, in as many locations as I could, just to show that we're all, connected in this. And, the mothers in the images have not lost their sons, but they understand the reality that this could happen to them, that this is something that could affect, if not them, their community, their families, their, relatives, because these crimes have happened in the most random of areas and random of situations, and for no reason. That's what the project speaks to, and why I've been focusing on it for so long. For the African American community, it just helps because it makes people feel seen, and that's really the thing that I get the most. That they're glad that someone's talking about it, and someone's talking about it also from a mother's perspective, because again, the mother's so often forgotten. When these tragedies happen, a week later, a month later, years later, you're still left with the same result. Mothers lost their child for absolutely nothing. That's what we are, and that's what we're talking about, and they appreciate that.